The Los Angeles Rams clashed with the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday Night Football. This Week 8 matchup had major playoff implications. The Rams entered the game needing a win to stay alive in the tough NFC West. Meanwhile, the Vikings looked to maintain their lead in the NFC North. The energy was electric as both teams battled for a crucial victory. The Rams' offense came alive against the Vikings in a thrilling display of football prowess. Quarterback Matthew Stafford was in top form, throwing for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. His precision and leadership on the field were evident from the very first snap. Stafford connected with his favorite targets, Kupp and Puka Nacua, for key scores that electrified the crowd. Kupp, known for his reliable hands and route running, made several crucial catches, while Nacua's speed and agility added another dimension to the offense. The return of Kupp and Nacua provided a much-needed spark to the Rams' passing attack. Their presence on the field opened up opportunities for other receivers and kept the Vikings secondary on their toes. The Rams' running game also played a significant role in their offensive success. The offensive line did an excellent job of creating running lanes and protecting the quarterback, allowing the offense to maintain a balanced attack. Cam Akers, the Rams' dynamic running back, found running lanes and kept the Vikings' defense honest. His ability to break tackles and gain extra yards after contact was crucial in sustaining drives and keeping the defense off balance. This balanced attack proved too much for the Vikings to handle. The Rams' offense was firing on all cylinders, and the Vikings' defense struggled to keep up. The combination of a potent passing game and a strong running attack made the Rams' offense nearly unstoppable. The sideline was buzzing with energy as the Rams players and coaches celebrated their offensive explosion. Fans in the stands were on their feet, cheering for every big play and touchdown. Head coach Sean McVay's game plan was executed to perfection, and the players responded with a performance that showcased their talent and determination. The Rams' offense sent a clear message to the rest of the league. They are a force to be reckoned with. As the final whistle blew, the Rams walked off the field with a well-deserved victory. Their offensive explosion against the Vikings was a testament to their hard work and preparation. With this win, the Rams have set the stage for an exciting season ahead. The Vikings struggled to find their rhythm on offense. From the very first snap, it was evident that the team was out of sync. The offensive line, which had been a point of concern all season, failed to provide the necessary protection for their quarterback. The running game was almost non-existent, and the passing game was marred by miscommunications and dropped passes. The Vikings' inability to establish any sort of offensive momentum was a glaring issue throughout the game. Quarterback Kirk Cousins faced constant pressure from the Rams' defensive line. The Rams' defensive front was relentless, breaking through the Vikings' offensive line with ease. Cousins was sacked multiple times and was hurried on nearly every dropback. The pressure forced him into making quick decisions, often leading to inaccurate throws and missed opportunities. The Rams' defense seemed to be in the backfield on every play, disrupting the timing and rhythm of the Vikings' offense. He threw for under 200 yards and 1 touchdown. Despite his best efforts, Cousins couldn't find a way to overcome the constant pressure. His receivers struggled to get open, and when they did, the passes were often off target due to the relentless pass rush. The lack of a consistent running game only added to the difficulties, as the Rams' defense could focus solely on shutting down the passing attack. The absence of star left tackle Christian Darrisaw, who left the game early with a knee injury, proved costly for the Vikings. Darrisaw's injury left a significant void on the offensive line, and his replacement struggled to fill the gap. The Rams' defense took full advantage, exploiting the weakened left side of the line. The loss of Darrisaw not only affected the pass protection but also hindered the running game, as the Vikings struggled to find any success running to the left side. Justin Jefferson, the Vikings' star receiver, was held relatively quiet. The Rams' defense made it a point to double-team Jefferson on nearly every play, limiting his opportunities to make big plays. Despite his best efforts, Jefferson found it difficult to break free from the tight coverage. The Rams' defensive backs played physical, often jamming him at the line of scrimmage and disrupting his routes. The Rams' defense focused on limiting his impact. They executed their game plan to perfection, taking away the Vikings' primary offensive weapon. By neutralizing Jefferson, the Rams forced the Vikings to look elsewhere for offensive production. Unfortunately for the Vikings, no other player was able to step up and fill the void left by Jefferson's limited impact. Jefferson still made a few spectacular catches, but he couldn't single-handedly carry the Vikings' offense. His highlight reel plays were few and far between, and while they provided brief moments of excitement, they weren't enough to overcome the overall struggles of the offense. The Vikings' inability to consistently move the ball and put points on the board ultimately led to their downfall in this game. Injuries played a significant role in the outcome of the game. The Vikings lost Christian Darrisaw early in the first half. Darrisaw's absence left a gaping hole in the Vikings' offensive line, making it difficult for them to protect Cousins. The Rams also dealt with injuries, but their depth at wide receiver proved valuable. Kupp, who had missed time with a hamstring injury, returned to the lineup and made an immediate impact. Section 5. Rams defense shines. The Rams defense delivered a dominant performance. They sacked Cousins multiple times and forced several turnovers. Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey led the charge, making life difficult for the Vikings offense. The Rams secondary played tight coverage, limiting the Vikings passing game. They tackled well in space, preventing big plays. This defensive effort was crucial to the Rams' victory. Section 6 NFC Playoff Picture. The Rams' win had significant implications for the NFC Playoff Picture. It kept their playoff hopes alive in the competitive NFC West. The Rams moved up in the standings, but they still face an uphill battle. The Vikings' loss dropped them to second place in the NFC North. They now face pressure from the Detroit Lions, who are hot on their heels. The Vikings need to regroup quickly to maintain their playoff position. Section 7. Historical Rivalry. The Rams and Vikings have a long and storied rivalry. They have faced each other numerous times over the years with many memorable matchups. This game added another chapter to their competitive history. While not as heated as some divisional rivalries, the Rams and Vikings always bring their best when they meet. This game was no exception, with both teams playing with intensity and determination. Section 8. Looking ahead. The Rams will look to build on this win as they head into Week 9. This victory has given them a much-needed boost in confidence, and the team is eager to capitalize on this momentum. The coaching staff has been working tirelessly to refine their strategies, ensuring that every player knows their role and executes it to perfection. The Rams' offense has shown flashes of brilliance, and their defense has been resilient, but consistency will be key as they face tougher opponents in the coming weeks. They face a tough challenge against the Seattle Seahawks, another divisional rival. The Seahawks have always been a formidable opponent, known for their aggressive play and strategic prowess. The Rams will need to be at their best to overcome this challenge. The rivalry between these two teams adds an extra layer of intensity to the matchup, making it a must-watch game for fans. The Rams' defense will need to contain the Seahawks' explosive offense, while their own offense must find ways to break through the Seahawks' stout defense. The Rams need to maintain their offensive momentum and defensive intensity. Their recent performances have shown that they have the potential to be one of the top teams in the league, but they must continue to play with the same level of energy and focus. The coaching staff has emphasized the importance of discipline and execution, and the players have responded positively. The Rams' offensive line will need to provide solid protection for their quarterback, while the defense must remain vigilant and aggressive. The Vikings will aim to bounce back from this loss. The defeat has been a wake-up call for the team, highlighting areas that need improvement. The coaching staff has been analyzing game footage, identifying weaknesses, and developing new strategies to address them. The players are determined to learn from their mistakes and come back stronger. The Vikings have a talented roster, and with the right adjustments, they have the potential to turn their season around. They face a crucial game against the Green Bay Packers, a team they are battling for NFC North supremacy. The Packers have been one of the top teams in the division, and this game will be a true test of the Vikings' resilience and determination. The rivalry between these two teams is intense, and both sides will be giving it their all. The Vikings' defense will need to step up and contain the Packers' high-powered offense, while their own offense must find ways to exploit the Packers' defensive weaknesses. The Vikings need to find a way to protect Cousins and get their offense back on track. The offensive line has struggled in recent games, and improving their performance will be crucial for the team's success. The coaching staff has been working on new blocking schemes and techniques to give Cousins more time in the pocket. Additionally, the Vikings receivers will need to step up and make plays, providing reliable targets for Cousins. With a renewed focus and determination, the Vikings are ready to face the challenges ahead and fight for their place in the playoffs. Section 9. Standout Performances. Several players stood out in this game. Matthew Stafford's 4-touchdown performance was instrumental in the Rams' victory. Cooper Kupp's return provided a significant boost to the Rams' offense. On the Vikings side, Justin Jefferson continued to showcase his talent, even in a losing effort. He made several highlight reel catches, despite facing tight coverage. Section 10. Coaching Decisions. Coaching decisions also played a role in the outcome of the game. Rams head coach Sean McVay called an aggressive game on offense, trusting Stafford to make plays. The Rams' defensive coordinator dialed up effective blitzes, putting Cousins under duress. Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell faced challenges adjusting to the loss of Darrisaw. The Vikings' offensive game plan was disrupted, and they struggled to find solutions. Section 11. Conclusion. A night of high stakes. The Rams' victory over the Vikings was a thrilling chapter in their rivalry. It had major implications for the NFC playoff race, shaking up the standings and adding to the intrigue of the season. As the season progresses, both teams will look to build on this game and make their mark on the road to the Super Bowl.